I just sent it to you, Mary.
Oh, shit.
You're a little slow, Mary.
I'm always slow. I'm hot. You're cold.
We should, like, whenever your radio show starts, it's just like, do the turn, like, the DJ thing, like,
If we could figure out how to use it.
Talks a lot.
Hello, people of the world. I am B. This is B Talks a Lot. I have a special Mary here. And
Hi.
Just a regular Finn over there.
Hello.
Am I a special now? I mean, I'm sorry. I've been on the last few times.
Well, you're...
Except for last week.
Wait,
I wasn't on last week.
Can I fix the camera?
You can fix the camera, Finny.
How is he gonna get over there? We have a charger. We have a bee.
He's a tall boy. A tall boy.
Slightly. There we go.
Oh, beautiful.
That's good. It's perfect.
I love it. Do you see it says yo right there?
Yo.
I don't know why.
I'm so unprofessional.
Me?
No, we are.
True.
We're just like
As a
messing
whole.
with shit during.
No, I refer to you as a special Mary because I have another Mary in my life and you are the better one. She's not listening. She will never listen to this. Fuck you, Mary. No, she never listens. Oh my god, who's watching? It's probably my mom.
It's probably Rose.
Or my mom.
I just sent them the link.
Alright, well you guys can be my mom too.
Us?
No, Rose and Cooper. Whoever's watching. Who is watching? If it's Rose, she knows how to use the chat. If it's,
She does.
If it's Cooper, Cooper said she
I
will
think
chat.
they're watching together.
Schmeagle?
I hope it's
Schmeiderling? Schmeiderling.
Schmeiderling. Rose brought up Schmeiderling today at like Linner.
Leonard.
It was like 4 and we were eating.
Holy shit. Are we fucking...
And then Cooper was like, "What the fuck? We're here! Hi!"
What up?
Yo.
Hello, friends. I mean, Rose, are we friends? I haven't met you yet. I don't actually know you.
Alright, so what's on the... John K?
Should we wait for John K?
Sure.
Big finale.
I don't know. Big medium.
Big medium. That's me.
God.
Big medium.
No!
Big Long Island medium.
Do you believe in that?
What, medium?
Yeah.
Or the like specifically the Long Island medium or
Anyone.
medium?
You're the same.
I feel like I have to say I believe in like some of it because I read tarot.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So like, and people tell me I'm pretty good at it. Like I read Cooper and Rose's tarot.
So how do you...
So, can you
do
guys
my
confirm?
I don't have my tarot
She
tarot? Oh,
card.
you need the card. Okay. I didn't know how that worked.
If I had known, I would have brought them.
She actually pulls them out of her ass.
Yeah, it's magic.
That's what tarot is. It's just
Schmeiderling! Schmeiderling! Holy shit! Now Cooper gets it.
Schmeiderling's actually here?
Yes!
Yes.
Holy fuck. They follow you.
They must.
Wow.
What if it's like Danny?
Danny.
No, remember.
Danny always checks my story, okay? So it might be Danny.
Schmeiderling said that they don't know us last time, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
just,
lie.
I feel like maybe.
How did they find out this time, though? Are
They
just
said
like
they watch a show right before ours.
Schmeiderling? What's up?
Schmeiderling,
What's going
you're
on?
My mom said I'm watching but don't have chat. Hey, I'm watching. Hello. Hi, Mom. How are you?
Hi, Mom.
This is my friend from animation that said hi to me earlier when I was on the phone yelling in front of the school earlier.
I didn't know you were on the phone. I thought you were just like throwing rocks or something.
I was a little upset talking to my mom. So, no, it's funny because remember the other day, back from Gaffney's, you were on the phone, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
so it was like I thought you were doing it on purpose.
No, I was just like venting because I was like, I wasn't mad at anybody, but I was just like, I really want to like get out of the U.S. Like I want to live in Europe essentially. I want to like see the world like really badly.
B, what does your shirt say? The back of my shirt says worth it because I'm a big Fifth Harmony fan and they broke up and I'm still sad. No.
Oh shit, I saw that and I was like, aw, B.
Did you you saw that and you thought of me? Wow.
Yeah, because like no one else I know really like is into Fifth Harmony, so it was like all over, like it was trending on Tumblr and on Twitter, and I was like, poor B.
Yeah, all us gays.
And I saw you like posting like shit about being sad, and I was like,
so sad.
and I was like, should I say something?
I was
They
crying.
break up? What happened?
Finn, where have you been?
I wasn't listening.
Fifth Harmony broke up on last Monday.
Holy shit, really?
Yes.
Wow.
You're gonna
they
make
are
her
going
cry.
to pursue solo careers. Lauren Reggie is still gonna be my wife one day, though, so it's fine, I guess.
Sorry.
Your hair is so cute, though.
That
Like,
look pretty cool. No,
it's
it looks cool, like
green.
going back like that, like
it's like Sonic diet blue. It's like green in the front.
Yeah, I heard you dyed it and made it green.
No, that's not what happened. Who
Oh.
said that?
Cooper?
Cooper? Cooper? I had gray dye to dye my hair gray because I bleached
Okay,
it.
she said you did it for St. Patty's Day.
That's a farce. That's a farce, and she knows it.
It's
Um,
okay, because we make fun of you guys all the time, and you make fun of her all the time, so it works
It's
out.
just the shaka.
Yeah.
Did I dye my hair? So my hair was.
Schmieterling doesn't know. We have to inform them.
Okay, Schmieterling, here's my hair dye story. I started dyeing my hair like in January. My friend Cooper bleached it and dyed it pink. And then I was like, I got my hair cut really short, as you can tell, and I decided I wanted to do a different color, and I decided I wanted to do gray. So once my pink was washed out enough, I bleached it again. My hairdresser told me I could. So I bleached it again. And it was like this, it's pretty much almost gone, the green. It's pretty much just in the front. But like this is how white it is. Or blonde.
Yeah, it's not as white as you yet.
Oh wow. And then I put the gray dye in, and the gray dye didn't turn my hair gray. It turned my hair dark purple and blue and light blue
was
and light
beautiful.
purple, and I looked like a fucking pigeon.
Bee,
It
like,
was
told
beautiful.
Me about that, and she told me like, don't talk to Mary about the hair.
No, I did.
Talk to
I
Mary
was like,
about it.
Finn, don't say anything about her hair. She doesn't like it. And he was
And
like,
I
"What?"
was really upset and heartbroken, so I did a lot of vitamin C treatments and to get the color out, and it lightened back up, but there's still the dye left like a green residue. So now I'm stuck with green sort of frosted tips in the front.
It looks good though.
That's what I'm wondering if I should just do it like Snot Girl green.
I don't know, whatever you want to do.
It'd be like lime
it looks
green.
cool right now.
Mary,
But like I
I'm
kind of
trying
just
to
want
figure out a hairstyle you can't rock, because you had longer
Yeah.
hair and you looked good. You have short hair and you look good. Okay, you've had the fucking rainbow sitting on your head and you look good. I would love to find a style you don't rock. Also, I called BS last time we talked, or no, one time we talked and I was like, Mary, you should just wear a hat if you don't like your hair. And you're like, I don't look good in hats, but here you are looking like a fine lady.
I feel like I look like an egg, or like my Will the fucking other day was like
Well, the fucking.
Will the fuck?
my mom's probably like stop cursing.
Wait, maybe like a Furby pigeon. Hair looks good on you, apparently, Aunt Mary. A snack. Schmieterling said
Thank
you're
you,
a snack.
Schmieterling. Thank you. My mom said, "Me too, Ireland's." She wouldn't listen to me. I'm guessing that's about the hair dye.
She
My
wouldn't
mom-
listen to me.
My mom told me I should just like save up money and get it done professionally,
Mhm.
especially since gray is like pretty hard to achieve. And I was just like, well, it's just like slapping it on, and like my hair isn't that damaged.
I'm sorry, I just thought of a joke.
What?
Because you said gray is hard to achieve, and I was like, oh yeah, there's 50 shades of it.
Oh my god. Boo. Boo her. Point and laugh. Ha ha ha. No, so that's my story. That's my TED Talk.
Who are our 5 watchers? I know Schmieterling, Rose. which is Rose and Cooper, but they're one person for right now. My mom, your mom. That's 4. Did you tell Liv?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, come on. Come on,
Send
get with
it
the
to
program.
me. What are you waiting
It's in
for?
my bio.
Can I copy that?
text it.
Follow me on Instagram, Butch Fartman.
Which confused me at first.
Are you still
Yeah.
trying to change it?
I'm still trying to figure out like a name that is appropriate. I changed my Twitter to Mary Kate K Art, which
one?
looks like Mary Kate Cart,
Yeah.
but like whatever.
Kate Cart?
But like, cause my full name is Mary Kate Carberg.
Sure.
So it's quite close.
So I just like to Mary
Mario Kart?
Mary
Mario Kart, yeah.
like Mary KR and like MKR and like, you know, all that stuff was taken. So I had to like put my full name in there like a fucking animal. I couldn't figure out anything better. Senpai Scrub felt too juvenile. I've had it since I was like 15, and I decided it was time to get rid of it. So I decided Butch Fartman was a better replacement because I'm stupid.
We lost someone.
Damn.
They agree.
I don't like Butch Hartman.
I don't like Butch Fartman.
Oh, they're back.
They probably like love Butch Hartman.
Butch. Are you... See, people say Butch in reference to that. That's not where my mind is going. I'm too gay.
We say Butch in reference, like, my
Butch.
name is as a play on Butch Hartman, the creator of Fairly Odd Parents.
Players.
I love Fairly Odd Players.
I don't like him. Butch Hartman. I feel like I can't say that. It's like...
You're about to get blacklisted from the entire industry.
Oh, he doesn't like me, eh? It's just like...
He is yeah, I don't want to say it because I don't want to get blacklisted.
Oh, you're...
We're gonna get blacklisted after we're like, John Christopher Lucy, bad man, very bad
oh my God,
man.
he's blacklisted himself. Like, we're just...
He's also racist.
Dude, he hates everything. He's a fucking guy.
He even hates
It's like-
himself.
That's not a
Everyone
surprise.
hates Butch Hartman.
But
Rose said everyone hates Butch Hartman.
okay,
Oh, really?
Dante sucks ass.
yes.
Everyone hates Butch Hartman?
I feel like a lot of people do. I mean,
That's not that I hate him. I just think he's like annoying.
have you like, are you honest? Do you follow his Twitter? You have Twitter?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually use Twitter though.
You should see him on Twitter. Like, he's as bad as like William Shatner. And William Shatner's bad.
Like he posts all the time.
He comes up with like Pokemon, but he doesn't understand what like a Pokemon is. Like, he was like, here's my washing machine Pokemon.
Oh.
It's like, that's not how that
There's
works.
already a washing
Or like,
machine
his
Pokemon.
fan art is always bad. Like, he can't color inside the lines. And like, it's not a stylistic choice because obviously like UPA does that.
Yeah.
They don't color inside the lines, but it's obviously like he's just old and blind and can't see on his little
He's,
iPad
like,
Pro
hiring-
that he like
he's hiring
shakes
Beckerman.
violently with.
I feel like
When I-
Beckerman to do the lines. He's like...
Did you just go? Yeah, that's right. That's Beckerman.
I don't know. I just think like his podcast is funny because he gets like Jerry Trainer.
Wait, but Hartman got Jerry Trainer on his
Like,
podcast?
from iCarly, he got Jerry Trainer. He gets like old school people like that you don't like hear about anymore. I think that's like kind of cool, but at the same time it's like weird. It's just
Oh.
like those are his only guests.
Dan Schneider got fired.
I
Why?
heard.
Is he actually like?
What, like a
is he-
weirdo
Yeah, is he
with the
actually
feet
fucking
and
weirdo?
shit? Yeah.
Damn.
Well, what does Schmieterling say?
But to be fair, there is a washing machine evolution for like Roblox.
That's what I said. Oh, I thought I was gonna say Roblox.
For Roblox?
I'm sure they mean whatever the red electric boy is.
Rotom.
Okay.
Oh.
Rotom can turn into wash form. which
Finn
a
is an
really good
expert. Do not mess with Finn and his knowledge of the
form. Yeah,
Pokemon.
I like Pokemon.
We have 6.
You
We
play?
had 6. Who left? Damn.
I wonder if the bitch is watching.
Who's that?
Will.
Bitch. Are you
I
watching?
just had like 3 guesses in my head.
Are you? That's so ominous, bitch. Are you watching?
You know who you are.
No, like, Will and I have this theory that he's Hannibal Buress and I'm Eric Andre.
Holy fuck! I just watched a video. Eric Andre, like, it's Kanye West albums described by Eric Andre's show. And they did like the Hannibal skit where it's like Morpheus, Corpheus. He's like red pill, blue pill, and he's just like.
No, like, we just think that that's what our personalities are. Like, if we were, like, a show, we would be the Eric Andre show, and Zoe would be Jeanette McCurdy. Like, any of the guests is Zoe. Because she's stuck in between us. So, when I call him a bitch, it's in reference to when, like, Hannibal was like, hey, Eric, look at me, bitch. So.
I love that show.
Schmetterling said thanks at Finn because you knew the Pokemon.
Yeah. Who are you?
Who are you?
Who is
Eric
Schmetterling?
Andre is horrifying.
Rose does not like Eric Andre, surprisingly.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
Rose, so that's not surprising to me. I also don't
No, it's
know
not.
Eric Andre.
It's not for everybody, I guess.
Oh, like Eric Andre?
I
Well,
didn't
you
say
don't
I
know who
like-
Eric Andre is?
Well, you talk about it a lot, so I know. But like,
I'm passionate about one man. I'm
pretty
passionate
sure.
about two things: Eric Andre, and Kitchen Nightmares / Hotel Hell. Like any
I was
show Gordon
gonna
Ramsay's
say-
on.
oh, I was gonna say Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, that's another one I'm passionate about. But more so recently, I found here's like a good thesis statement for you guys to like agree or disagree. When you are depressed, the thing you watch the most is reality TV.
No.
No.
No? Like, so you don't watch, like, Vapid Entertainment? Because I realized when I was watching, so last weekend, I like, out of the blue, like, just no motivation to do anything. And usually, like, even when I'm not motivated, I still want to, like, illustrate, because that's sort of, like, my outlet. And I was like, oh. Like, I watched Kitchen Nightmares, like, from when I woke up to when I went to bed. Just Kitchen, and those shows are like an hour long, and sometimes they're in 2 parts. And I realized, and I sent it to like our group chat, Zoe and Will, and I was like, I just realized Gordon Ramsay helped me realize that I was depressed because it's been so long since I've been like truly
Yeah.
in that state of being, because like moving out of like bad environment was like good for me. But like I finally realized like through Gordon Ramsay calling everyone a bitch and like being like it's fucking raw. Like I realized I was
7 watchers.
Is this
7
like,
people
this
are
is like
watching.
something you're coming out of? I realized I was sad through Gordon Ramsay. Thank you, Gordon Ramsay. It's
Gordon Ramsay, please contact me.
like I don't know if I should be like good for you or.
Thank you to our 7 watchers.
Yes, please feel
watchers?
free to ask us questions.
This is a lot.
Please. Oh, it went down as soon as I asked for questions. As soon as
Nope.
my friends, and they can confirm this, Rose and Cooper can in chat, have brought it to my attention that the men I'm attracted to have square jawlines and big noses.
Are you
So,
attracted to
Gordon
Roblox?
Ramsay, so like
Minecraft.
Minecraft. I'm attracted to Steve from Minecraft.
Oh, what's
Creeper.
No.
Enderman.
No. The remember like early Minecraft days with the Steve guy with the white eyes.
Hero Brian.
Hero Brian. Holy shit. I'm just like.
I'm a Minecraft expert.
How are y'all? That's
I've been playing
Mulder.
Minecraft lately.
That's Mulder?
What?
Like from the X-Files?
Be careful. Don't reference the wrong thing now, okay? We now have 5. Wow.
5. You can like see my bra through my sweater in the camera.
Fuck.
My
Mom?
mom said that was a bad joke.
What was it bad?
I don't know. Mom, what was the bad joke?
Depressing story.
Maybe.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ram. Did I not tell my mom?
Read that, please.
Mulder X-Files strong. Jaw big nose. Yeah, Mulder from the X-Files does get my gears going. And my friends make fun of me because he's old and melty now and I still think he's hot.
I'm really about to Google this dude.
David Duchovny, I think is his name.
How do you spell that? That sounds like
Schmierling, how do you spell David Duchovny? And then, like, you know, like, Criminal Minds, Matthew Gray Googler, square jaw, big nose.
Oh my god.
Jason Isaac, square jaw, big nose.
Jason
Daphne,
Isaac?
swear.
Oh, you like Daphne?
He's attractive.
Yes, he's attractive.
Thank you, Finn. See? I'm telling you all.
Jason Isaac. Is that his name? Wait, who?
Jason Isaacs is the
Os-
guy who looks exactly like Daphne.
I was thinking of Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Mayer.
I was thinking of Oscar Mayer.
I'm so thirsty.
Macaroni has a first name.
Macaroni has a first
I
name.
said my baloney because Oscar
macaroni.
Mayer.
Oh.
Why am I like this?
Rose said, "Mary, stop." What? You think Gaffney watches the shitty radio
He's like,
show?
he's probably, wow.
Wow, thanks.
I'm on it, so therefore it's inherently bad.
I'm
Spelling
machine.
broke. Schmetterling.
Well, we kind of knew Schmetterling couldn't spell. Look at that name.
Yeah, it's
It
like he
means something
misspelled,
like Polish or whatever. Remember, we looked it up. It was like broken butterflies or whatever, which is pretty edgy, Schmetterling, not gonna lie.
Schmetterling, what do you do
Yeah,
for a living?
For a living.
Do
Yeah,
you like just hop on live streams?
you get paid to be your Schmetterling. Really, this man's? This is who you're attracted to?
Oh,
Okay, listen.
fucking Alex, the conspiracy guy.
That wasn't Alex
That
Jones.
looks like Alex Jones.
That does not look like Alex Jones.
I'm really about to look now. Who's Alex?
Because
Jones?
now, if you're gonna say that, then like I can't. Because like I hate Alex Jones so much.
Oh my god.
He does not look like David Duchovny. No.
In this picture, I see why he said that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe. But look up young David Duchovny. Like
Alex Jones.
Google young Mulder.
Okay.
It's German.
I-
I'm a high school senior.
Oh, you're a
Ooh. Wait, we're learning more about Schmetterling.
You're German. Where in Germany?
kid. Where in? No.
The name is German.
Oh.
You dumb
I
man.
thought it was German.
Please.
They
Why
probably
you
just
like
sleep right now.
Are you applying to SVA?
Yeah, come here. Be our.
Then
we
you
will
can be
your
on the
friend.
radio show.
Yeah. Okay, but Mary, I just need you to know that, like, I could look up whatever man you think is the hottest on earth, and I just need you to remember I'm gay.
Find a way to make
I feel
fun
like
of
you
them.
can be gay and still acknowledge that like someone is attractive.
I'm not gay. Gaffney's
Okay.
Because like I acknowledge that other like females are attractive.
Okay, but that doesn't mean I'm about to say he is.
What
Who is an
defines
attractive guy?
yeah
In my.
from gay
Yeah, you're
perspective?
gonna say like Steve Buscemi or some weird shit.
Harry Styles.
I don't want to answer that question because you guys are going to make fun of me.
No, say
Oh,
it.
Wait.
say it. Say it.
We have a live nerd watching. The
Something
chop,
weird.
he does not look like Alex Jones. I turn this on for 1 second.
See, Zoe understands.
Honestly, but we could say like anything slightly off about like X-Files and Zoe would jump down our throats. So let's be real here.
Well, like she is expert.
She is an expert.
So what? X-Files is all about conspiracies, right? That's
Yeah.
like Alex Jones, like.
No, that's such a bad conspiracy theory, though.
Schmetterlings make
Nah,
jokes.
I'm going to a good art school.
Oh shit.
Big sarcasm. Oh, I thought you were about
Schmetterling
to.
out of here.
Are you going to
What
Cal
kind of-
Arts?
Yeah, what kind of
Yeah.
art do you
Art
do?
Center?
Oh, Zoe's talking to us again. Expert.
Expert.
Is that what the fandom is called? Is that what it is?
We should read
expert.
the Zoe, should we read the Chili fan fiction?
Oh my god.
There is a fan fiction that apparently Gillian Anderson, the actress who plays Scully, has read. She like references it a lot, and people are like, "What the fuck?" It is a X-Files fan fiction about Mulder and Scully having sex in an airport Chili's. It got so quiet.
I don't get it. I don't watch the show. So
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
Who's,
The only thing I know about the show is that Zoe's in love with that lady.
Scully.
who's Gold? What's her name? Golder.
Mulder. Who's Golder? Who's Golden Corral? Corn dogs. Rose said corn dogs.
I'm a fake fan of that show. I saw the poster, like Something to Believe. I have the poster sitting in my room right now too.
Fake
I fucking
fan.
forget it. I bought it. I was like, oh, this is from the X-Files. Huh? I was like, I should watch it.
I want to believe.
I want to believe I can watch it, but
That's what the poster says. I want to believe.
I
I
know.
see it. It's above Zoe's bed.
Yeah, I have it next to my sink.
She prays to it.
Yeah.
I wash
She like
dishes.
softly caresses it. Love X-Files.
Mine's next to my sink, so I
Ooh.
like wash dishes and kind of.
Schmiederling and Zoe could be friends.
Oh my god, Zoe, become friends with Schmiederling.
Yeah. Find out all the deets, Zoe.
Schmeed.
So Schmiederling, I clicked on your YouTube page after the last time I was on the show.
Oh my
Are
God.
you like a film major?
Well, you're in high school. Are you like a film person?
Yeah, like are you gonna be going into film? Because based on that one video, I know it looked like a like Spanish class project, but like is that something you're passionate about?
Yeah, what
Who's
art
like
do
that?
you
Who
do?
is the man behind? Who's
I
the
think-
man, the myth, the legend? Who's the woman, the myth, the
I
legend?
think
Who's-
Schmiederling last time said that they are
They were-
she, her.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you did. Who is
Schmiederling
the
said
goddess?
yes, film.
Yeah. See, I'm the truest friend.
Rose also said she filmed.
She
Film.
That's me.
Yes.
Tell him that's me. Do you get it?
No, I just laugh at your jokes.
Why? It only makes
Because
sense.
you're a little cute butterfly.
There's a rapper called Brooke Candy, and she has a song called "That's Me." So whenever someone says that, I think of that song.
Is it good?
Oh my goodness.
It's not that it's like bad or anything. It's just like
Rose really
Slap.
loves
Terrible.
emojis.
she does.
For real.
She does.
Can we talk about John K now?
What
Oh,
are
is
some
it
of the
time?
channels?
It is 26 minutes in, so we're almost halfway done.
Alright.
Well, actually, the time is 8:38 because we were late.
Is there anyone after us though?
I don't know.
No.
Probably
Probably
not.
not.
So we're good. Schmiederling says, and I feel friends in this Chili's tonight. Thank you, Schmeats.
Schmeats?
Schmeats. I'm gonna start calling you
It's like
Schmeats.
instead of fucking ordering meat, I want some schmeats, please.
Well, Rose just
Sweet
sent
meat.
a bunch of Jewish emojis, so maybe Cooper sent those. Who knows?
Jewish emojis.
Yeah. That's right up Cooper's
Have you
alley.
been getting students that were accepted into SBA 2022 like liking new stuff and following you?
I have one guy that I'm friends with. He like hit me up asking like, cause he got accepted to SCAD and SBA and was deciding where to go. I was like sending paragraphs of like information.
No
And
idea.
I have other people that follow me, but they don't really like talk to me.
Yeah, no one's talked to me yet.
It's cool though. I like it.
No, and like, it's like, oh my god, you think like I'm like good at art. It's
Like,
They're-
it sounds great,
they're
like,
not
you know,
talking
when
to
you
me,
follow
so I'm
people and
reading
they
the
come in
chat.
with
It's
SBA
okay.
that you think are good. It's like, we're that person now.
Yeah.
This happens a lot.
what? What happens a lot?
Where you guys just go off on a tangent and I just sit here like, good water.
I wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand. This is
Jesus
an
Christ.
animation. Yeah, this
You're
is
so fucking naive, B.
this is how animation majors are. Animation majors will like they'll follow.
I'm like purposely
their
friends
peers.
with you guys. I understand.
No, but like when like kids come into SBA, they like specifically I feel like look for people who are already going here, like on
Yeah.
Instagram and Tumblr and follow,
I-
so they can like sort of gauge like this is what their art was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
before
yeah.
SBA like they started, and this is how it is now. Like I wonder what my art's gonna be like a year after SBA, you know?
Yeah, you
Oh.
improved like 10 times. Like,
Oh my god,
it's
thank you
crazy.
so much.
I'm
Me
talking about
specifically?
everybody. Everybody.
Oh,
has, like,
because you
yeah,
said you,
have
and I
too.
was like, oh,
Everybody has. Like, it's
Thanks.
awesome.
thank you.
I like life drawings. They're really good.
Zoe, what are you saying no to?
Oh, I think Zoe's probably saying no.
I
To-
take photos.
Yes, B is the best photography major.
Oh, I'm the best?
The
Wow.
best, because you take pictures of me.
Oh, yeah, I want to take more photos of you. I do.
As soon as I get my hair fixed.
No, actually, people have been complimenting me a lot lately on my work, like even people who don't like my work usually, and I'm really living for it.
Hell yeah, do it.
Why did I get... Probably because you're just Zoe, and you get banned.
I think A. Lamau is my brother. Kenny, is that you?
Hey, Lamau.
Lamau? It's LMAO.
Lamau.
I say Lamau.
Oh, right.
Mary, it's me. Please do not type like it's me and then be like Butch Hartman or John Christopher Lucy. I'll shit a brick. It's me, John Christopher Lucy. He would do something like that though.
Into animation?
He's actually so.
Your bro's waiting in a game queue.
Oh, he was probably playing like Dark something. Dark Souls.
Can I see the sticker I have?
Yeah, I got it for free.
Oh, I was about to pick one of those up. I forgot where it
Then
was.
what
though.
did I tell you about free stickers?
You know, I was gonna get myself one, but I didn't.
They're always there. I'll
Yeah.
get you one. They're like because every Wednesday we're up there, so I might as well just grab one for you.
My fave.
So,
Who's that
so is it
other
time?
Oh, that other kid is Finn. He is supposed to be
Who's
my
this?
co-host. Mary's brother.
Hello.
Kenny,
This is
right?
Finn.
This is
Yes, Kenny. This is Finn. He is a pal of mine.
He
Good
also
old
does the
From
drawing stuff.
classes from animation.
I'm the only one in this room who doesn't know how to draw, unless you count my ghosts.
Ghost OC.
I actually haven't been drawing them that much lately.
Sonic OC.
But now that I'm sad, I will.
We should make Sonic OCs.
I used to just illustrate Sonic all the time.
What?
Like instead of
Every
making
kid
my-
had a niche.
Yeah.
Every kid had a character they drew all the time. Mine was. Who did I draw a lot? What did he say?
He said, "Where's Will and Zoe?" Also,
And
Zoe,
then Zoe
said,
said-
"Tell Mary Greg."
Ah.
Greg, he added me on Facebook today.
He still hasn't added me on Facebook. The
Rest
The
in
bitch.
peace.
did my brother just say rest in peace?
He did.
I
Don't you
I used to illustrate
I don't
Sonic,
do
and my dad always used to ask me, or no, at one point he just asked me, "Why are all your characters mad?" Like I was like, I thought about that. Maybe because I wanted to be mad. Deep down.
Yeah, he still hasn't added me. I think Greg's afraid of me.
He doesn't follow me on Instagram, but he added me on Facebook.
I follow him on Instagram to keep an update. We have this
Keep
running
tabs on
theory
the
that one day he will end Mario
guy.
Menjima.
He's just gonna take over. It's like Mario's class one day, and Greg walks in. He's like, "Hey guys." And he's just, like,
Yeah, and he
walking
just
in.
like pretends like it's normal, and that like we find out later that it's just like Mario is in Guantanamo or something,
Oh my god.
and he's gone.
I love how Greg like waves. He's just like,
He was upset last class. He was
Okay.
not having it.
We
Oh.
have 8 watchers.
We have 8 watchers. Well,
I don't think he likes getting fucked with.
What up?
yeah, but like Mario like approves.
Mario even likes it too. He thinks
Remember
it's
that
funny.
one time I was like, stop whispering into the mic because we're talking. Mario, remember when I was like, hey, can you quote Scar for me? Just real quick, just like I wanted to see what he would do. And I don't know if you were there, Mario was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And he was standing right next to Mario. Mario turned to him and was like, come on, do it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Mario makes dad jokes at him sometimes too.
He does. Whenever he says that we're God, I'm like, I don't want to be God.
Greg's like, he's gonna call me God.
What does that word mean?
Vor? I don't know how to explain it. It's a
Something
fetish.
I don't want to Google.
It is you'll get pictures like drawn. You know what vor is? Okay.
Do I
Um,
look it up?
I personally think it's funny. You're not like on restricted mode or anything, right? Like you're
No, I'm
you're
a
good.
grown-up.
Okay, good. So just Google Sonic 4 since we've been talking about Sonic. So vor is a fetish where people draw characters swallowing other characters whole. And that's what they get off to.
Is that even like sexy?
Some people are in. There's like CG videos of like you getting swallowed by a wolf lady with huge tits. Are you thinking about it? Like, sounds nice.
Well, it's like, how's that? It's just like, oh, you know.
Yeah, and there's like sound effects and stuff.
Bro, there's a fetish for anything, Finn. From Kenny.
Wait, what did he say?
There's a fetish for anything.
Yep.
Zoe, are you trying to let me keep my innocence? I don't understand why this is a fetish. Schmetterling said that she's the wolf lady.
She was hot, so yeah, I'm sure.
Literally. But, like, if you read the chat, it's really funny because Zoe, like, the whole time was like, do not look it up. Like, no.
Sorry, I'm like, in our chat, I'm adding Will, and I'm saying, are you not watching the radio show? And then I'm going to send him the gif of Hannibal Buress going, bitch.
Okay, what is this? Why is this, like, kinky? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Are you not getting, like, the... I thought it was a butthole, too, at first. It's like,
No, it's like
usually with Sonic...
Oh my god, Kenny!
Yes, it is. I've seen it.
She went looking for it. Or did you just stumble across it one day while you were there?
My mom's watching. Thank you very much.
My mom is watching too!
Have you seen the Sonic thing, like, where people like to draw Sonic with, like, socks on, and, like, specifically, like, with his feet out, and, like, him, like, smelling his feet and shit? Like, there's a specific Sonic foot fetish.
Fucking feet, like, damn.
I don't know if you guys can, like, see, probably not. Damn, I wish. But, like, let me find it. More feet pics.
Is that his hands?
I've seen one where it's like he's like really like he's huge and like his feet are out and they're sweaty and it was so gross. But like it makes me laugh so hard. I'm trying to find like a good example. I mean, it's like this.
Is that? Wait, can I see that? It's this shit? Can you look off to this?
Zoe, are you into the feet thing?
That's crazy.
Will, no, never mind, I'm not gonna make that joke. Will told me not to make that joke. Because he doesn't, but like I do it, and he gets mad at me. So I shouldn't. I'm just gonna search up just for, like this. And like you can like see, usually you can see like the indentation of that person that they swallowed, like in their stomach.
That's weird.
New topic. Zoe's like, new topic.
John K.
Wait, before we talk about John K.
But Zoe says Will should be the next topic.
What do you want to know?
What do you want to know?
Do you want to watch that? I forget how these phones work.
What do you want to do, Mary?
Okay, I figured it out. Okay. Can I go on your YouTube?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go on your history.
It's literally Fifth Harmony videos because I've been downloading them for my final. Which, by the way, I am that sad of a person that I am doing my final as a Fifth Harmony tribute.
You should have come.
There you go.
You should have come here.
I'll show you it in a minute. It's the video of being swallowed by a wolf.
Like a furry thing too?
Yes. I can't. Zoe, you know I can't. Talk about the Leica presentation. Were you there?
30 minutes now.
Oh, it's 30 minutes? Here, let me skip to the good part.
It's 34 minutes.
Is it like... Oh, see?
She's just cool.
I don't even know what they're watching, Schmetterling. I would for you, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Because Schmetterling wants the link so they can watch.
Schmetterling, all you have to do is type in, I think...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's those, like, wolf vor animations, so I would just type in, like, into YouTube vor wolf.
What happened after? I want to
B
see what
turned
happened
the
after.
camera.
B, what happened? Let me see. What happened?
Me.
Do they digest them? Like,
Yeah, like this might be like decomposition.
no, that.
Like that, like people get their rocks off to it. Like the
Like
idea
rocks.
of being swallowed whole and then decomposed in someone's stomach, like it makes them hard. You guys
This
are
is
so
what makes, This is what makes
naive.
my cheeks red. I'm shy.
I'm shy. I don't want to talk about my vor fetish on B Talks a lot.
What is she? Is she eating another one?
She's got another victim.
What's
I hate that
happening?
voice.
What's happening?
Yeah, you're just like sitting there watching it. You like it.
Yeah,
You
totally.
like it.
Okay, Schmiederling, it's called...
Yeah, she
Um,
did. She did, Zoe. You're right. She
I
did
just-
kill me.
I just googled boar animation and clicked the first one. It's 34 minutes long. If you want to get your rocks off, go ahead. By all means, watch the whole thing. We only watched the first, like, 2
Get your
minutes.
rocks off. That's old fashioned.
I'm becoming Beckerman.
I'm an old fashioned guy.
He would say something like that. Get rocks off.
Get your rocks off.
Till UPA.
He's like, yeah,
We are 40 minutes in. I feel like it's time.
it is time. Dong.
Dun dun dun. John Christopher Lucy!
Alright, so Bob was right.
Well, the
I
thing
didn't
is,
know
like,
if I believed him at first. I was like, alright, and I checked the news. I was like, nothing's there yet.
we were literally, I said, we were at Linner, and it, like, popped up
like
on,
it's a real
Like,
word.
it's casual. I have to think about it. I'm like, is that like a
we were at, like,
Beckman's
dinner
nickname or
slash
something?
lunch, and it, like, popped up on Cooper's phone, like, the BuzzFeed article.
It's on BuzzFeed.
Yeah, BuzzFeed
Wow.
broke the story.
So this is big.
Yeah,
So
so,
it's big.
I didn't think it would be that big.
They're gonna make a quiz about
so, a quiz.
it. Fuck you,
So, John Kay, apparently, I don't know who's watching, but John Kay is the creator of Ren and Stimpy, and the co-creator, Bob Camp today, I feel like we're allowed to say this, I don't know, maybe it'll get him in trouble. He told us, before the story broke, that John Kay was gonna go down.
Yeah.
And not that he had said anything, but he told us that he knew
Yeah.
that
There were going to be allegations.
there were going to be allegations spread that
Yeah.
day.
He's like, just keep an eye on the news, is what he said.
Yeah, and then later today, it happened.
That's crazy. How do you know? Did John like?
No, John Kay wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
John
like,
Kay doesn't. Bob wants nothing to do with John Kay.
Bob
my-
probably like knew this probably like before.
Before, my idea is that BuzzFeed must probably reached out to him because he's the co-creator. So BuzzFeed was probably like, "Did you know about this?" And he probably said he didn't want to talk about it or whatever. Like, it's none of like he doesn't want to talk about John Kay anymore. So he probably just knew that they were doing an article on this and told us. Like, they probably told him like it's going to be published today or something. We just wanted to like let you know.
This is a side thing about John Kay. Have you seen him on Howard Stern?
I have not, but I've heard like he's real. Like, he talked about like
Yeah.
one of his shows.
He-
And how, like, one of the characters is, like, he was like, yeah, and she's underage, too. That's so hot. Like, he was
He's
really
a
creepy.
fucking weirdo. Like, I remember watching, you know the guy Mrs. Fry in Futurama? I forget his name. He was, like, one of the voices on Ren and Stimpy. And, like, John Kay hates him because he wasn't at that, like, the strike when Ren and Stimpy was getting off the air or whatever. Like, everyone was getting fired. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the guy who voiced Fry didn't show up to the strike, like he thought he would, and like he's like, you betrayed me or whatever, and they both went on Howard Stern, and he just like, John Kay kept attacking him, and it felt so bad, because this guy's so nice, and he's just sitting there like kind of laughing it off. It's just like, oh.
No, well, I mean, I know, like, Bob can be a little over the top,
Sure.
but I believed him about John Kay, because,
Yeah.
like, everyone in the industry, like, even, apparently everyone in the industry knew about this, the thing that happened, but also knew that, like, he is a psychopath. Like, he's insane.
Yeah.
So, like, I believed everything
It's-
Bob was telling
It's
me.
not that I didn't believe
Because even
him.
people who like John Kay are like, yeah, John Kay
Yeah.
is insane.
I just didn't think it would like get on the news. Like he thought, like as big as this, like he thought it would get.
I feel like we really, I think it's just because we have Bob every Thursday and
Yeah.
we're just like, yeah, whatever.
Exactly.
But, like, I feel like we forget that, like, Ren and Stimpy was, like, one of the biggest shows in the 90s.
And it's like kind of big now too, which is weird. Like
Because,
how,
like, 90s cartoons are sort of, like, not coming back. Well, like,
Yeah.
Rocko's Modern Life is, and, like, Hey Arnold did,
Yeah.
like, for their, like, Jungle
Right,
movie
right,
and
right.
stuff. But, like, as far as merchandise goes, it's coming back. So, like, Ren and
Right.
Stimpy's being brought back into the forefront.
yeah, and like it's
So,
gotta
like,
be-
people are, like, so I feel like maybe
I think it's
maybe that made people comfortable to, like, come out about it. Because, like, maybe they felt like it, like, just out of the blue, like, I don't know. I can't say, but, like, I'm glad they did come out about it.
Yeah,
I
for
literally went on Tumblr because, like, I don't know what to contribute to this conversation. And not even reblogged by one of you guys, but this comes up on my thing.
Nope, that's crazy.
No,
Like
yeah.
how's that gonna like? How are people gonna see Ren and Stimpy now? I hope it's not like they don't want to watch it because there are a lot of people that worked on that show who are good people,
No, yeah. Well, like,
including Bob. You know?
like, the thing is, like, I believe that the most upsetting thing about this is apparently that everyone in the industry knew that
Yeah.
John Kay was like that, and knew that John Kay was a pedophile, and no one felt the need to stand up for these young girls and to like protect them because they were still children. And John Kay on several occasions has been found out to be contacting young artists, young female artists who on Twitter or on Facebook, who are usually 16 or 17,
Yeah.
asking them if, like, oh, do you know me? Like I created Ren and Stimpy. I'd love for you to come work for Slumco or Spumco, whatever his company's called out in
yeah,
Florida.
he like say like they wanted to be animators, and
Yeah.
he like ruined it for them.
Yeah, and, like, there's several, like, one of the girls who was, like, a victim of his said, I wish I wasn't, and I wish he hadn't noticed my
Mhm.
art or hadn't noticed my animation skills. That way, like, this would have never happened to me.
Yeah.
And that, like, someone shouldn't have to say that for it not to happen to them, you know? Like,
Oh.
someone shouldn't have to give up their artistic
Yeah.
ability for something like, the entertainment industry shouldn't be so filled with that, especially
It is, yeah.
animation, because even
That's
I'm gonna,
amazing.
like, it's sort of died down, and I hope this doesn't blacklist me from, like, Pixar or anything, but, like, John Lasseter was also accused of the same
I
thing.
doubt it's not they're gonna blacklist you. Everyone knows, you know.
Yeah, but you never know. But, like, I hope it doesn't. I hope I don't get in trouble for saying that, because it's sort of common knowledge. It sort of died down, but, like, John Lasseter's another person who also has been accused of the same thing, and I'm sure he's still working at Pixar.
A lot of people don't come out though on behalf of the victims, who like express concern. They're like, no, don't please don't like go to the media about this. I remember in a case with like this band called Real Estate that I was really into. Over the summer, a bunch of people on this subreddit I follow, Indie Heads, like a bunch of people were getting accused of or allegations about like sexual harassment and stuff like that. And one of the biggest ones was the drummer from Real Estate, Matt Mondeniel, and he was really weird with girls. Like he would literally like force himself onto like young girls at concerts and like bring them to his house and like he was and they kicked him out of the band. But they didn't talk about, like, they knew it happened, but they didn't talk about it, like, because the victims didn't want the information to go out just yet. Like,
I understand, like,
Yeah.
maybe not, like, naming victims.
they kicked
But-
him out before they announced it, though. Like, they kicked him out, and he was like, he's pursuing other things. And then they announced over the summer that.
Yeah, I understand, like, not naming victims. I don't understand not firing people, A,
Yeah.
for doing that, and B, not saying that's what happened or that's why that
That's-
person got fired.
that is a
Because
good
then they're
point,
just
yeah.
going to be hired again. And no one's going to know that, and then the same issue's going to... It's just very prevalent in the animation industry that was built on the backs of women who were in 100-degree weather, as Howard Beckerman says, not being
celluloid.
paid, doing celluloids for obviously just
That's a
shit
shame.
money, and then they're treated like this, and that's why, like, that's why, like, a lot of people here at SVA and a lot of, like, people I know are really excited about, like, Dana Terrace and Rebecca Sugar. You
That's
know?
amazing. Like, Rebecca's,
Because, like, they
fantastic.
have everything going against them, and they still, like, got their own shows. So it's just, like, a testament to, like, what women can do in the industry, and it's just upsetting that the industry that is built on the backs of women who have even created some techniques, like puppeting, is just tortured. And, like, I came into this industry knowing that there was a chance that I could be harassed or assaulted because I'm a woman in animation, because it's a male-dominated field.
I didn't, like, think about that.
No, yeah, and that's why it's important, I feel like, to have this conversation, especially with, like, you guys, because there's guys even in our lab who are like that. I think I told you about this. Like, guys saying...
Oh, at the third year?
Yeah,
there
the
was
third
an
year
email that
student...
went out about
Yeah.
What happened?
So, a bunch of third-year students that are in animation were saying very sexual and inappropriate things in a, like, public lab. I understand joking around with friends in private.
Is this the thing that Zoe told me about?
Yeah.
And
And not being, like, you know, just being very raunchy in front of people for this, like, for the purpose of getting people to leave the lab and doing it on purpose to make people uncomfortable, and specifically doing it because there are women in the room. It's just an issue that animation has because a lot of men who are in the industry who don't do those things don't speak up about it and just sort of, like, stand by and just let it happen. So, like, that's, like, the issue I have with this being John K, is that I'm sure several people working on Ren and Stimpy knew what was going on, and they just didn't say anything because it was John K.
Maybe he was, like, fired from Nickelodeon from that, or for that, or something. And they
I
just didn't
think
say anything.
maybe, but I think maybe he was probably fired because he's just
It's
a
just
nut job,
yeah.
and the financial state of Ren and Stimpy was in ruin, and over budget, and all that sort of stuff. But it's just, like, that's what's, like, upsetting about this, is that, like, knowing that, like, people, I'm, like, shaking, people consider this the norm. At least our industry considers this the norm.
It's changing, too. Like, it's getting better. Like, this coming generation, I feel as though it's, like...
Yeah, I
mean,
hope
I don't
it
know.
gets better. I really, obviously I'm not going to say it's not going to get better. I'm glad that the entertainment industry is, you know, being thrust in the spotlight, and, like, people are saying, like, this can't keep going on, and it's just, there needs to be a better system.
Yeah, it's not like you can hide it either. Like, these are people that have done it, like, years ago. Like Kevin Spacey, you know, maybe last year, I don't know what his deal was. And, like, what, John K. This was all, like, in the 90s and, like, early 2000s and stuff.
And even the 80s, and, like, it's coming out now, and, like, people don't want to believe it for some reason. And then, like, the actors admit to it, and it's just, I already can, like, sense that people who like John K. and his art are gonna, like, defend him over it, but they shouldn't. Especially, I know a few people in our major who really like John K.
Really?
And his art and Ren and Stimpy, and
like
actually,
him.
like, they hated Bob Camp. I told them I was taking Bob Camp's class, and they were like, I hate Bob Camp, he, like, ruined Ren and Stimpy.
What?
And I don't know if they would defend him over this, you know, so it's just, like, that's what worries me, is that, like, people, like, defend, like, in the article, his lawyer was defending him, saying that since he was a pedophile, he has a mental illness, and that in the 90s things were different for him, and that he like, lost his show. It doesn't matter, he still did it.
He hasn't changed.
He hasn't changed, and he's also extremely racist and sexist, and you can tell by his work on his website. Like, his favorite cartoon, he said, is a racist rendition of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, where the African American characters are drawn with big lips, and that's all I'm gonna say.
That's his thing?
That's his favorite cartoon. His favorite animated cartoon is a old racist cartoon from like the 30s or the 40s of Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, but it has African characters who are obviously drawn in a... I know there's a specific word for the way they are drawn. I don't know what it's called. But, yeah, that fuck John K. 2018. Hope he rots. I wonder if they're gonna put it in that documentary Bob's talking about. Because Bob's in a documentary about Ren and Stimpy, and John K. is also in that, and they haven't shot anything together because Bob refuses to.
Oh, Bob hates him.
Bob hates John K.
I didn't know that. When did he talk? How did I miss this stuff?
I brought up. So it was rumored that there was going to be a Ren and Stimpy short in front of the third SpongeBob movie that's coming out in like 2019 or whatever, and I asked Bob about it. Bob's a co-creator.
Yeah.
And I was like, is there going to be a new Ren and Stimpy short in front of the new SpongeBob movie? And he, like, looked at me and he told, like, kind of rudely, he was like, I wouldn't hold your breath. And, like, he walked away. And then he came back, and I was, like, really confused. And I said, I'm sorry if, like, you're not allowed to talk about it or something. And, like, I upset you. And he was like, no, he said, I just don't know because John K. doesn't tell me. And then he went on this huge spiel about how everyone who, like, knows about... Everyone who is a fan of Ren and Stimpy, who watched Ren and Stimpy, and a lot of videos also do this, I've seen. Like, even a video that came out from Frederator, sort of blame Bob for the fall of Ren and Stimpy.
Why? Like, I don't know.
They say he was in it for the money, which obviously I feel like isn't true, because Bob's
really
poor as shit.
He's passionate about Ren and Stimpy.
He's so passionate about Ren and Stimpy. And so he went to, when John K. was getting fired, Bob said, they want me to finish Ren and Stimpy. They want to make me the director and give me the last few seasons of Ren and Stimpy. Is that okay? And John K. apparently told him, this is from Bob, this isn't from me. John K. apparently told Bob yes. And then, after Bob took the show over, John K. started going to people and complaining about Bob and the industry and saying that he stole Ren and Stimpy from him. And he Bob was the reason that John K. got fired and yada 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 yada. And that's why Bob Camp says, like, you have to be careful about, like, who you talk about in the industry, because he was blacklisted for years from the industry. He only recently sort of, like, got back into it because of John K.
Yeah.
And he said, like, I thought John K. was my friend. I thought John K., yada, 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 yada. Like, I had known him for years. I thought all this stuff. And then apparently John K. like did this. And I believe him because John K. is insane.
I didn't know about Bob Camp before SVA. And I didn't know he was, like, the co-creator on Ren and Stimpy until recently. Because he was always talking about that, but you never see him anywhere.
He didn't create the characters, but he, him and John K. did apparently, like, you can tell that, like, there are things, you can tell when Bob's worked on something.
Yeah.
And Bob boarded out one of the most important episodes, which was Stimpy's invention.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get credit for that episode at all. Everyone credits John K. And just say the show fell apart because of Bob or whatever.
And he goes to all these conventions for Ren and Stimpy too. Like, John K. Like, there's no sign of John K. at, like, a Comic-Con or something.
No,
representing his brand.
It's whatever. A lot of people say it's... B's just like, please stop.
I know, I was, like, thinking about that.
I'm sorry.
This is Mary and Finn talk a lot tonight.
My head's out of frame, too. I'm just, like, leaned back.
You guys have been talking about it for a half hour.
Wait, what? No, we haven't.
What time is it?
We've been talking about it since 9:40. It's 9:10.
Oh, we gotta probably end this thing.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, that's my spiel about John K. and Bob Camp. Bob Camp
I'm B.
hasn't done that much wrong.
Tonight the show's actually called Mary and Finn Talk a Lot.
I'm
B is
sorry.
not a real person.
I'm sorry. You could have jumped in at any time.
Who's B?
I don't know anything about it.
You could have been like, can we talk about something else, please?
Yeah.
I,
Well, I was about to like stop it, even though I wanted to keep talking about it. Like,
you like my gloves? Wow,
I
they
thought
like my
instant
gloves.
fingerless gloves were real cool, but then I was like,
The point
I like
is
how
that my
they're-
hand doesn't get cold.
I like the primary color palette.
I actually ripped them apart from like another glove. Like it was 2 parts, and I just like made them one. Aw, thanks, Schmieterling.
Schmieterling, we love her too. It's just John K. is a prick,
Yeah.
and we couldn't stop
We're
talking about it.
animation majors.
We're animation majors. It's what we do.
yeah.
Yeah,
This
I
isn't
guess
like a
if there
surprise
was a photo
though, for
man,
most
I'd
people.
be upset.
It's crazy.
Yeah, for a lot of people in the industry, they're just like, whatever, like, it's no big deal. But, like, it's still, like, it shouldn't
It's a
be
big
as,
deal.
like, it shouldn't, like, not be a surprise. Like, you know, like, if you
I
know
see.
someone's creepy like that, then, like, you should say something. Anyways,
Exactly.
okay. Schmieterling,
We love
it's
you.
been fun. Rose, Cooper,
Schmieterling next week.
Zoe. Yeah, Schmieterling next week.
Cooper, you're invited next week to be on the show.
You
Who's
need
not
to meet
invited?
Rose.
Who's not invited?
I do need to meet Rose. Rose, say what up.
Rose.
Aw.
Yeah.
Huh?
Zoe said that she gets harassed in the lab.
By those guys.
Really? What?
I agree, Rose. Let's hang. I'm down to hang. Zoe's also invited next
I
week.
know exactly who they are too.
Please report them.
You know
Oh,
who
Mom,
they are?
I love you
I don't
too.
know who they are. Like, specifically, like, their names.
Alright. I don't like. I haven't heard them, but I heard them. I'm assuming because I heard them talk like we could talk more to like because something about kicking people out of the lab or people leaving the lab because of this shit they were saying.
Yeah.
Like Don
Since it is
talks to
my
them.
show, I say that Zoe can come next week, Cooper can come next week, Rose, if I meet you before next show, you can come next week. Everybody can come, except Will because he doesn't watch the show.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, so about those boys in the lab, they talk about their self-suck-off technique. So if that's any indication of them, yeah.
That is all the time we have because we are 15 minutes over time.
Self-suck.
Yay.
Okay, this was Mary and Finn Talks a Lot, and also
Okay,
B was
whatever.
sitting here.
Yeah, next week he's not gonna be here, so.
Yeah, it's just gonna be us.
Okay, night night.
Bye!
Love you at my mom, but everybody else too love you guys.
ASMR.